First contention fans, guess who's back in another new set? It's your boy Marv Bankson with the main man, Ty Wososina. Ty.
Marv.
What's going on?
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
I'm seeing you clearer than I've ever seen you before, my brother.
Hey, tell me about it, man. That's what happens when we go on that sabbatical.
Moving on up.
Little by little.
Salutations, folks. Man, we miss y'all. Hope y'all miss us. But we back and we about to dive into the sports thing because a lot is taking place.
We sport on deals, on court.
Since we've been going, like I said, on this sabbatical for a long period of time, so I think we should start with you, Ty. Ty, what is on your thoughts as we give another fresh look on sports and everything that has to do with it?
All right, let's start with the king of sports, NFL. NFL is king. Yeah. Free agency is upon us. A lot of people getting ridiculous contracts.
Ridiculous.
But when you win the Super Bowl, your roster gets decimated. The Broncos are getting decimated, Marv, okay? Danny Trevathan, he's now in Chicago. Malik Jackson off to Jacksonville. But Brock Osweiler, the heir apparent to Peyton Manning.
You mean the heir apparent to T.J. Yates and Ryan Mallett?
That's might as well what it be now. 4 years. $72 million to play for Houston, Marv. They paid this man all that money. Now, okay, so when the season opens, usually the Super Bowl team, they usually win that game, but Peyton Manning's gone, Osweiler's gone. You got Mark Sanchez now. I think they lose that game. Denver, decimated. We'll start off with that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But a lot of people are like, yo, you know what? John Elway, you did the right thing. You did the right thing for not paying Brock Osweiler. Question. Who's going to be your starting quarterback moving forward?
Sanchez?
Yeah, exactly so, because I don't think that is going to be the alternative answer. And, you know, they're not going to pay Fitzpatrick. They can't trade for Cap. RG3 has signed, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the Broncos moving forward.
What you got, though?
What I got? Let's go to Cleveland. And this black thing that's happening in Cleveland.
There it is.
Is staying in Cleveland. I'm talking about RG3 hooking up with Hugh Jackson. Oh my God. Ty, now they might only have 8 games to do something. they might only have 72 hours, Ty. But I can't help the fact that I'm rooting for the Cleveland Browns. And it's only one simple fact. Man, they got an all-black coaching staff. They got a starting black quarterback. I'm not going to make any ifs, ands, or buts about it, but I mean, that has to be excitement. At least everybody that's a Cleveland Browns fan. I mean, if you can get back on track with Hugh Jackson, you have a franchise quarterback. They have nothing. And I mean, Lord, they have nothing on offense except for Gary Barnidge. Nothing on offense. But if you can get something out of RG3 that's reminiscent of him back in
that rookie year, 2012?
That 2012 rookie year, you know, Cleveland can be cooking with something. Cleveland definitely can be cooking with something.
In terms of cooking with something, the ingredients could increase because don't forget, where did RG3 play at college?
He played at Baylor.
If Josh Gordon, Flash Gordon, comes back to this squad and his head is right, you got Ray Horton coaching your defense, the man, Kawhi Leonard got the braids, Ray Horton got the braids, he coaches defense well. They've had 5 head coaches since 2009, Marv. It's been 2 and out, 2 and out, 1 and out, 1 and out. If they give this man Hugh some time, I think the Browns can be back. Okay?
You know, and give him some time. Don't do him like they did Lovie Smith, where you win 2 games, then you have an improvement to win 6 games, but you fired a man for the OC.
For sure.
You know, they might win 4 to 5 games year 1.
And that's what it's about. When I say they could be back, I'm saying just respectable. Win 6 games. If you could see yourself win about 7, 8 games a year and kind of just linger around and just honestly, Cleveland, settle for that, okay? Settle and then build and listen to where it goes.
And build
this is a city that doesn't have all the eye and the glamour of Washington, D.C. You don't have the issues RG3's had, and he's humbled himself. I really think that RG3 could be in for a big year.
You know what? I might actually play with Cleveland on Madden this year.
That would be fun.
It would be. They probably get demolished, but I might actually play with Cleveland this year. What you got for us, Ty? What's on your mind now?
Let's sprinkle some baseball in. There's a lot of talk about Adam LaRoche the White Sox. They wouldn't let his son, Drake, Drizzy LaRoche, into the clubhouse, and it seemed like a big deal. And LaRoche said, you know what? Forget it. I got 13 mil. They're about to pay me, but I'm walking away from the game. I'm just shocked. I'm astonished because, fam, it's not that deep.
Listen.
That's all. But I don't have a kid. I know it's a long season. He didn't say he couldn't be there at all. He just said, bring it down a notch. He batted .207 last year. If you did a little better, maybe you could have Drizzy in the clubhouse with you, but.
What's that, 14 million? Is that
13?
13 million?
13, yes.
You know what it reminds me of that Boondocks episode where what's the name thought Usher was her dad. And she was like, are you sure Usher's not my daddy? Yeah. No,
that's the wife.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all right if Usher's my dad for just a day. Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Like, if I'm his son, if I'm Adam LaRoche's son right now, like, I'm heated. Like, Pops, like, yo, you stepped away from 13 million, cuz. Like, they ain't stepping away from, like, $10. That's 13 with a whole bunch of zeros at the end. And that's guaranteed cash.
Guaranteed. Yeah, we talk about Osweiler's 4 years, 72. That's not all guaranteed. 13 million. You will get 13 million.
Hey, fam.
If you play out this contract. Just, you know what? He was here all the time. Just don't bring him around as much.
Pretty much.
That means you ain't going to come around as much, son. I'm going to tell you like that. Straight up. Go to school.
Yeah, that too.
All them day games.
Man, but let me tell you what's really on my mind. The Golden State Warriors beating your Chicago Bulls 72-10 record. It's going down soon. And Ty, it's been a while. And it's been a while since we had a real live discussion about how the Chicago Bulls
Marv,
are.
Can you get your feet off
No,
the furniture, please?
No.
It's leased.
We're going to talk about how Golden State is finna take down this Chicago Bulls record. With Steph Curry just out here laughing and pointing jokes. So how many wins, Ty? 73, 74, 75?
I don't want to talk about this.
And it makes things so much better that the Bulls are not going to make the playoffs this year.
Fred Hoiberg, thanks. Appreciate you, Fred. It's that Iowa State connection.
We sport on deals, on court.
Third month of the year. Got us balling like it's March Madness. 4 teams left. Okay, we got UNC, we got Nova, we've got Oklahoma,
OU,
and we've got Syracuse. So a lot different from what my Final Four was. Mark, what was your Final Four teams heading into March Madness?
Oh, well, I had Oklahoma.
Ding.
North Carolina.
Check.
Maryland.
Ooh.
You know, I had Maryland. I knew Kansas was suspect. I knew they was vulnerable. And I thought somebody was going to get them. Just didn't know who. Didn't believe Villanova was going to get that far. I had Michigan State.
I can't even laugh at you. Bro. All right. So it is what it is. If you tweet "This is Madness" on Twitter, King Leonidas will retweet you and said, "This is Sparta." Michigan State. They were in my top 4, and it's a damn shame. Straight up.
Yeah. I had them win it. I had Michigan State win it all.
I had them win it all as well. Who else? I did have Kansas making it. I should have known Bill Self would have did it to himself again. And then I had Kentucky. Oh, this team, why? But that was a great game with Indiana, though.
It was.
Great game. Tyler Ulis, that's my guy.
Who'd you have in that bottom region? Oklahoma.
I had Oklahoma. So I'm 1 out of 4. You're 2 out of 4. Shout out to Steve. He's number 1 in the first contention bracket challenge.
If that means anything, I mean, if you look at our bracket, everything is just all red.
Shambles.
We sport on deals, on court.
Here's the thing about it. In my work bracket challenge, I had Virginia. I picked Virginia to win out of a hat, and they, picked Virginia. So, me, saw the score at halftime, like, oh, Virginia's up by 16. I figured win some money. And they did exactly what Virginia was supposed to do. They end up losing and get beat by 20 points in the second half. Ty, this has absolutely been crazy this year. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. Middle Tennessee State just destroyed everybody, beating Michigan State. Stephen F. Austin beating West Virginia.
Ooh, walk up. I love me some walk up.
Yeah.
That's a bad white boy right there.
Yeah, Texas walk up Ranger. Yeah, and so yeah, I mean it's been shambles. Syracuse. People thought Syracuse should not be in the tournament, and what happened? They made it to the Final Four. That 2-3, you guys can't beat. They can't beat a 2-3 zone. You guys really can't beat a simple 2-3 zone.
I guess it's not as simple as it looks. Perhaps if we let these cats go to class, they could figure it out. So your headline is Syracuse. Out of everything you threw out there,
my headline is Syracuse. I mean, a 10 seed. Now, if Michigan State would have won their game, they probably play Syracuse. They might have beaten Syracuse.
Never counted a team with a chip on their back. Everything with Boeheim. Hey, this is what 30 for 30s are made out of. If Syracuse pulls it off, this could be a 30 for 30 in the future.
Yep. Then you see Steve's boy repping Q's. Them winning in another title.
Yeah, awesome.
But it has to be Syracuse as a 10 seed, man. Nobody in their wildest dreams had Syracuse even making it this far. No.
I'm going somewhere else with this. You talk about why can't they get past this zone. I want to know, why can't teams get away from the trap? Okay, my biggest headline, yes, one of the biggest comebacks in March Madness history and just basketball in general. It parallels the legend of Tracy McGrady and what he did to the Spurs when he was a Houston Rocket. Northern Iowa, the buzzer beater Panthers do it against Texas, and then they completely wet the bed against Texas A&M. And bro, they were trying to bounce. I've never seen a player not able to bounce a ball off someone's knee. They were inbounding it straight to the defender, layups. Texas A&M did not shoot threes. They were all layups.
And it was funny because Bomani Jones said, they was doing scrub tactics out there. They were exactly what scrub tactics would be: throwing the ball off someone's leg, going to the corner and just huddling over the ball in the hope something gets,
Yeah, I never seen a trap before. They had the one ahead of the defense that looked like the walk-off, the game winner, and then they just.
Yep. So, I guess moving forward.
We sport on deals, on court.
Who do you have in winning the title game? And who do you have in that championship game as well?
All right, so the championship game, I'm going to say Oklahoma beats Nova. Okay. And I'm going to say UNC gets the better of Syracuse. Great season, great story, but it comes to an end. We talked about Ben Simmons all season long. And Buddy Hield's name was brought up as really being the best player in college basketball. And here we are. Ben Simmons didn't bring his team to the tourney.
Yeah.
But Buddy did bring his team to the tourney, and he is showing out. They compared him to Curry earlier in the season, but Buddy Hield has a better team. But if you look at UNC, Mark, this is a team I thought was going to get knocked out in the Sweet 16. I didn't think they shot well enough, and then they went out and were just dropping threes like it was nothing. Bryce Johnson looks like a man out there. Marcus Page, and he's developed the way players are supposed to develop. If I can have Michigan State, a team that keeps their players a long enough time, I'm going to go with UNC. I'm going to go with the Tar Heels to beat Oklahoma.
It's funny because I think it was a two-person race for Player of the Year, and I thought it should have been should be co-Player of the Year this year between Buddy Hield from Oklahoma and Denzel Valentine for Michigan State, but obviously Michigan State didn't really do the things that they were supposed to do. But like you, I have Oklahoma and North Carolina winning. Villanova got murdered by Oklahoma earlier this year, and Carolina beat Syracuse earlier. I think North Carolina is just going to beat Syracuse up on the boards. I mean, they're just too long, too big. Small ball against Buddy Hield, not going to work, man. Not going to work. So I have Oklahoma and North Carolina, and like you, I have North Carolina winning it all. I can't see anyone stopping that front line. North Carolina, too tall, too athletic, too lengthy. North Carolina.
Ooh, the brand is back. Roy Williams, Tar Heel Nation, your move.
We sport on deals, on court.
Food for thought section of the show. As you can see by the American flag, little U.S.-Cuba relations. First time in 88 years that President U.S. president has stepped foot on Cuba soil. Obama's opening up doors. Don't know where this is going to lead to in the long term, but this is definitely has the world talking about the relations between Cuba and the United States. Ty, thoughts, implications? How do you think this is going to affect baseball moving forward?
Again, the reason why we love this segment of the show and why we love sports is because it allows us to, get from sports and talk to on a more serious level, on a serious subject, and bring more people into the discussion. So when we're talking Obama going back to Cuba for the first time in 88 years, like you said, I mean, it's good. It's trying to mend the ills of the past, Cold War enemies and all that nature. Great optics, them sitting next to each other, the games, all the players coming up and shaking their hands. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, Marvin, it's about the follow-up. Really what we have so far is just Obama going to go check out a baseball game, okay? And so that's phase one. So what is the follow-up going to be? Because it's going to take more than just a baseball game to make everything dandy.
You're definitely right about that. It's when you hear the stories of how Cuban players leave and come play for MLB and them leaving their families and not seeing their families for a number of years and different things like that. I mean, it's sad because they did everything they can do to make their lives better, but their family lives is still in shambles. It's still crumbling. They're still not prosperous. So my main thing in moving forward to this is to follow up. What does this mean for Cuban players that want to play in Major League Baseball? Will they have an easier transition to come over, like people from Dominican Republic or from Japan coming over? Will they have an easier transition coming over, or is it still going to be the same, where pretty much you're smuggling players from Cuba to play Major League Baseball?
Again, we say in America, football is king. True. In Central America, it is all about baseball. And hopefully this is a step in the right direction to where you don't have all the defections, where it's more of an open pipeline to have people come in, play the sport, and let's go in. It's huge for the Marlins to go down and play this game. So, again, it's great. Baseball's huge. It probably would help us increase the viewership of baseball if we can get that demographic up here easier than it has been inside the past. But
it's just going to be interesting to see what type of big businesses grow from this, whether that's Starbucks or Hilton hotels or cruise ships that's docking there for tourism and different things like that.
That would be nice.
I would love to take a trip to Havana and take a trip to Cuba. They say it's like a time capsule, and see Cuba for myself. Grab a couple mojitos and chill back on the beach. I love to do something like that, but we'll see how things turn out moving forward.
I'll tell you right now, Castro didn't seem to be much of a fan.
We're not going to touch on that. We won't touch on that.
Ooh, Fidel. America.
We sport on deals, on court.
Marv, approaching the finish line of this show. And again, while we've been gone, everyone else was taking their time just talking LeBron. So, I mean, how could we not talk LeBron and him not following the Cavs on Twitter and his social media disappearance and him wanting to assemble the gang together and play with Chris Paul, Carmelo? Your thoughts on what he said about playing with the squad?
Yeah, all of that. Are you talking about the Banana Boat crew? You talking about them? You talking about him going down to Miami and do a workout with D Wade? Him being the only player that said, yeah, I would love to play with D Wade and Carmelo and Chris Paul. Don't know when this will all happen because they won't play in Cleveland, so he'll have to leave Cleveland. There is no way possible they going up to Cleveland. They probably have to go down to Miami or somewhere because D Wade not leaving. D Wade got most rings, but he can't say that. If I'm Kyrie and if I'm Kevin Love, I'm heated. Like, you rather go play with them than play with us? But if I'm LeBron, I get it. I understand. I mean, you went from little brother and playing with D-Wade. Now you like grandfather playing with all these young bucks and everything. So, I get it. He's frustrated. He's angry. If you see his demeanor on the court.
Man, he looked like a baby on the court.
Yeah, he was mad. Now, granted, they lost to the Nets, but still, he was mad. It's ugly.
In LeBron's defense, turned out this story was, the quotes were captured way, way, way earlier in the season. So it's all about timing, okay? Like my man K-Vision says, it's all about the time. 2020 Volume 2. And so it just came at the wrong. This is a day and age where we're all over his Twitter. Even though he wants to go dark for the playoffs, he's talking about getting on Snapchat. His IG is popping. Okay, so it's just the wrong time. But I say this in his defense. Okay, we discussed Kobe and him retiring, and it hasn't been much fun. If we can see these guys at the end of their careers when it's pretty much done, they would have a legitimate chance to win. Not necessarily a championship, but it will be fun to watch all of them play heading into the twilight years of their career on the same team, but where it would have to be somewhere.
If they assemble that team, what they will remind me of? They will remind me of Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett when they played for Brooklyn. Because they definitely won't remind me of when they played for the Celtics in 2007 when they first got there. Nope, not happening. Not happening no time soon. Nope. And Carmelo not taking no pay cut.
Oh,
pay cut?
That's what I'm saying. They may need to go to New York.
We sport on deals, on court.
Pay cut.
At the beginning of the season, we pretty much crowned the Cavs and the King as King of the East. But now, will they even make it out of the East to face Golden State? What you think?
Somebody's in. The land is in trouble. The land is in trouble. Now let's say, hypothetically speaking, that Chicago makes it to the AC. Chicago has definitely given them problems throughout the years, and they can still give them a run for the money. Now let's say that if they beat Chicago, currently the 4th seed is Atlanta. Now I have no faith in Atlanta, so they might sweep them.
I mean, they swept them last year, and that was like the best Atlanta team
in history. But here's where I think they're gonna have problems. Toronto, the Sixers and the Wolves, and Miami. If Chris Bosh comes back, and you already added Joe Johnson to an already deep team that they have right now. Pat Riley said, all right, LeBron, leave. Give me some time. Give me some time. Don't worry. Give me some time. Let me get some pieces back together, and we'll make another run at it. And, boy, is he Nostradamus, because he is a man of his word. I can see Miami give them a run for their money because they have the experience. D-Wade has the championship pedigree. Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra has been there before. I can definitely see him run for money. In Toronto, I can definitely see Toronto giving them run for money. DeMar Carroll, holding LeBron, Kyle Lowry, and also DeMar DeRozan. I would say 3rd best backcourt in the NBA right now.
If you had to put a percentage on them getting out of the East right now, what would you say?
I would say they have a 40% chance.
Ooh. Okay. I mean, I'm going to kick it up to 80%. I still have more faith in. The thing is, regardless, you do still need to beat them in a 7-game series. While
True.
Steph has taken over as the best basketball player on the planet, LeBron is number 2, okay?
True.
LeBron is number 2. He will most likely have the whole squad together and no one injured. But it boils down to those 3 teams. Chicago will be a nice little storybook ending for them to right the wrongs, get in the 8th seed, and make everybody in the East happy by knocking off LeBron. Toronto, you touched on Toronto. They're legit. They're for real.
I hope they are, because I am putting my faith in Toronto. So I hope they are. If they lose in the first round, I'm done with Toronto forever.
And then you've got your hot and cold. Your ifs and buts were candies and nuts, then we'd all have a Merry Christmas in Miami. And Chris Bosh coming back. And don't forget, LeBron has issues with real big men. Hassan Whiteside.
It's a real big
He's a
man.
real big man, but he's not necessarily wired. So he's a wild card, okay?
Yeah,
kind of like a Boogie because he's a wild card. But he can alter the shot. Guard. Hey,
he's not.
He's
He's
not the
not the Boogie Cousins wild card.
But, I mean, it boils down to those 3 teams. But nevertheless, it's a 7-game series. I know it's weird to hear me say, but I have faith in the fact that LeBron can get his team to the playoffs. If he can get that Cavaliers team from 2007 to the playoffs, I know he's older now. He can get Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love and J.R. Smith back to the finals.
But here's the thing. LeBron probably is the best that he would ever be last year in Cleveland. Father Time is undefeated. He's been in the league since 2003, so that's 13 years in the league. His body's been taking a punishment. So, LeBron is still a freak of nature, but after a while, injuries, he's going to have to start slowing down and different things like that. He's shooting like 10% from behind the three-point range.
Okay, and that's three-point range. Yes, the injuries, a lot of mileage. He's been in the league forever. But it's LeBron. Don't forget, he's on a tear right now. He's still on a tear. So, yes, Father Time will kick in eventually. But right now, he's running on all cylinders. But the question is whether or not he can carry that team and the land.
Yeah, true. Just blowing Kyrie, he might be done for the rest of the year.
We sport on deals, on court.
Yes. Ty, this is the best part of our show, our fuel to the fire, because we don't need no water. Ty?
Let it burn. Never should have gave y'all internet.
And this week's episode is the March Madness edition. Let those Jordan memes roll, baby. But first, let's start with the oldie but goodie. Rick James and his stories. What do the lower seeds think about the older seeds? Well,
I mean, we got nice little furniture here. I would be mad if Rick James was messing with our couches and chairs.
Yep.
But that's exactly what the lower seeds did. This is like 95% of people's brackets right here.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much just ablaze, set on fire. Jordan memes just all over the place.
Shouts out to all you guys who are out the tourney.
Bill Murray, Xavier fan. Did he
go? I think it's his son. I think his son is at Xavier.
Maybe.
Or his brother. He has a relative, a family relative is at Xavier.
Somebody.
And he's not happy.
Yep, not at all. So what
not even Bugs Bunny can make it.
Yep, insert the Space Jam memes. And these memes are never ending, boy. Never ending.
I played flag football over the weekend, and I swear this cat on the squad looked like Geno Smith. And so it makes sense, not Sports Center saying that this is the reason why West Virginia lost. Last year it was about Dax. Remember the Dax? We had fun with Dax.
Dax was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, Dax guaranteeing victories. This year, I guess somehow, some way.
Hey, Geno Smith?
Geno Smith's fault.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet, too. But
good for him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Take it back to the pep bands, okay? The heart and soul of college athletics besides the athletes themselves. Last year, Nova in the Final Four this year. Yeah. We had homegirl on her piccolo, flute.
Some type of musical instrument.
This year, we've got Kentucky. Hey, remember that Simpsons episode? Saxophone. Saxophone.
Good. And,
real tears.
Ty, I know you want to spin this special meme out to someone special. Yes. Someone close to you.
Again, so, a lot of these teams are just losing, okay?
And I just sit back and just let this
Ms. Deirdre Green, you talk about Cyclone Nation. We give you the next season of Lost, featuring Iowa State. Ooh, I gotta watch that premiere.
I bet you Fred Hoiberg wish he was at Iowa State still.
Man, we could say Lost, featuring the 2015 Chicago Bulls. Thanks, Fred. Another man who basically turned into a legend because of March Madness. Steph Curry. While we were gone, KD and the Thunder blew a game to Steph Curry and the Warriors. And why? Again, because they don't guard him when you're supposed to guard him. This is when you got to start guarding Steph Curry. Yep. Don't get caught slipping.
Exactly so. Well, like the Warriors got another championship, and they broke the Bulls record. But this ends another First Contention episode, Ty.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. But don't forget, like the video, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the podcast. We do that weekly. We talk about sports because it's a sports show.
Everything
with Marv and Steve.
voice of God, who no longer can be considered voice of God because he's been muted.
Yes, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, so Steve can't talk to us. But hey, I don't need no hesitation. My life's in high definition.
Wow. So for voice of God, myself, Taiwo Sosina.
My bad. It's been a while.
Signing off.
Trey's up.